For dinner.
I thought you were cooking dinner.
I'm cooking dinner? Guys, if you've ever been in this situation, I'm about to bail you out. Quick casserole night, cast iron style. Don't worry, your wife will love you still. Tell you what all we're gonna be using to make this. So we've got some rice, broccoli, French onion soup, got that Tony's, and we're gonna cut it with some Old Bay. And we got that other half of this cold rotisserie chicken, and we're gonna use some of that cheese. So hey, well, hope everybody's having a good day. First thing we're gonna do is the rice. We got our rice cooker, so we're gonna do 2 cups, so 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of rice, and now some water. 1 and 1. So now we're gonna get that rice going, and then we're about to move on through some other things.
I take my Bubba skillet with me everywhere. He's a little heavy, but he always brings the sizzle.
Here's the other half of this baby right here. Give us a little more light. So get in there, get your hands dirty. Don't worry, fans. We got Harry hanging out with us tonight. I know the counter probably looks a little crowded. Sorry about that. It's crowded with the chance of meatballs. So now, we're using that melt and dip Walmart cheese. Rice is cooking. If you don't have like actual rice that you have to cook like this, you can use minute rice. But one thing I would do an alteration of is I wouldn't cook it like super long because it's going to cook in the oven. And meanwhile, we've got the oven preheated 400 degrees, and we're going to cook this dish around 30 minutes. So anyway, for all you that are watching and you really enjoy this content, it would really help the channel if you like to subscribe. So without further ado, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Howdy there, partner. The only thing slicker than me is this here Bubba skillet. Buy one today and I'll throw in my fancy belt buckle.
Welcome back, guys. It's time to watch Mr. Heath cook the rest of this meal. You know, Harry's trying to help us out. All right, so now what we got to do, we got to use this rice. Rice is done, so we're going to get the rice in the pan. Look at that. All that goodness. So basically we're just going to scrape this baby out. We've got all that chicken and cheese that we cut up. Uh-oh. There we go again. Come on, Harry, you got to catch that. Want to mix that in. Get that out of the way. And some of that broccoli. Okay, so now we're gonna add our spices. I'm not gonna measure this. We're gonna use Tony's first. Put some of that Tony's on there, like that, a little spice. And then Old Bay's. Oh, whoops. I know it's traditionally used for seafood seasoning, but I'm telling you, you gotta try this stuff on other things. Just use it in moderation, right? Because I mean, chicken, if you think about it, chicken is a good experiment on something like that. So we're going to use French onion. I didn't have any cream of chicken, so that's why I'm using that cheese instead. So we're going to put that French onion. Ooh, this is going to be so good. Even though we forgot to make dinner, we're going to come through. So now let's let Harry help us out and get all this mixed in. I have a feeling that French onion soup is going to make the difference. And it's going to make this dish really, really pop tonight. And it's going to make the kids get off their video games and off the Facebook. Oh wait, they don't do that. They use that Instacart or the Instagrams, or I don't even know what these Snapchat, TikTok, I don't know what these kids use. It's always changing. Because they always got to be one step ahead of us. Because, you know, they can't, you know, if we're on Facebook, they're too cool for that. That's for old people. So anyway, we're stirring this around, and if you could only smell this, wow. It smells decadent. So, what do you think, Harry? I wonder what Harry thinks. Let's hear a word from our sponsor.
There's nothing like getting a skating party started than cooking up some tasty breakfast on my Bubba skillet. Let's partay!
Been about 15 minutes. And now we're gonna give this a little stir, mix in the cheese, get everything congealed together. Because we want that cheese to melt together and be all in there. Look at all that goodness. So anyway, my wife made a comment about the broccoli. She likes it cut up, and she said, you know, I can do it later, but I'm telling you fellas, happy wife, happy life. So we're gonna just surprise her. We're gonna go ahead and chop the broccoli up before she even knows it. Just like this, me and Harry. Harry and I are working together. Don't worry, Mr. Heath, I got your back. So we're gonna just cut this broccoli up while she's not watching, so we can get them brownie points, because we forgot to make dinner tonight. We forgot it was our turn. You know, that must not have been in the calendar. Didn't get that notification that I'm supposed to make dinner tonight. So anyway, so I'm basically just chopping up this broccoli. Throw this down, push her down, so that way that cast iron can get everything in there nice and tasty. A little sample. Ooh. Mmm. That's gonna be real good. And in the meantime, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
My wife wanted McDonald's fries, but I told her to get real. I'm the one with the Bubba skillet.
All right, guys. So I know you're in trouble tonight, or gals. It's your turn to cook, and you forgot, like I did. Don't worry. So, walk with me. I'm gonna take this baby out. Woo! Look at that right there. All right, slide over. It's hot. Okay. So what Wifey sauce over there, she didn't notice is that I cut up some of that broccoli. She wanted it finely cut. Look at that. Tell me that right there. You don't want to come over for this goodness? Woo! Look at those crusties. Mmm. Hold on. All right. Just mixing her up. We're going to let her cool down. Just like your wife or your husband needs to cool down because you forgot to make dinner. So, as always, from our table to yours, Heath Haley from East Texas Duct Tape, thank you and God bless you. All right, guys, hate to tell you, but my wife complained. Come here. She said this wasn't cheesy enough. And you know what? I mean, maybe she was right. So, again, when you forgot to make dinner and your wife says, I thought this was broccoli cheese casserole, and then it wasn't cheesy enough, well, here I am, cutting the cheese, making it more cheesy for, you know, they always say, happy wife, happy life. But, either way, here we go. We're gonna mix it in, we're gonna make it cheesier. And if she doesn't think this is cheesy enough, well, I don't know what to tell her.
Costco rotisserie chicken may have stolen your heart for now, but I'm here to change your mind. Nothing beats chicken in a Bubba skillet.
So the wife wanted some extra cheese, and it to be soupy, as she said. Yeah, you know, because she sent me, you know, she had to use a picture from like Instagram or I don't know, something to where I'm like, come on now, like you can. Now that looks more liquidy right there. Look at there. Ah, yeah. Nice and liquidy. All right. Now, we put this on a plate. Look at there. Look at Harry. Harry. Okay. All right, here goes Wifey sauce, trying her soupiness. She says right there, I can't get her face. I can't see my face when I'm with you. but I live it. What do you think? All right, there we go. Happy wife, happy life. Woo!